guys, so if you're wondering, the answer is yes. I'm still wearing the same thing that I wore in the last video. That's because I just got done shooting the intro and outro for the last video, and I'm just doing this one right after because I've already recorded some of the footage for this video. But today we are moving Percy from her tile and like all fake plant enclosure to a completely bioactive setup. I used a few different ideas from a few different YouTubers that I watch. SerpaDesign gave me the idea for the background, which is actually corkboard from Hobby Lobby. It was a really cool idea because I wanted something thin that looked nice and that wasn't $30, $40. So it was really cheap, it was really easy, it took 2 seconds. The structures are all done with Excavator Clay. It was really cool working with that. I've never worked with Excavator Clay before. The top layer, which is what the succulents are planted in, is Lugardi's natural reptile bedding. This is the first time I've used it. It's kind of cool. It packs down, not as quite as hard as Excavator Clay, but it does pack down pretty nicely. So I feel like her risk of ingesting that is a lot lower than it would be, of course, of like sand or coconut fiber or anything like that. I've read really good things about it, so we're going to try it out. The one that I actually wanted to use was the Arid Earthmix. I'll put the link to that in the description. That I've heard absolutely fantastic things about. Mike Tytula, who gave me the idea for this entire video, used that, and I guess it's not available in the United States, so that made me really sad, but this one's supposed to be a close second. So we'll use this, see how it works, but there are succulents in there. We're using those 2 different types of lights. We're going to use her UVB light and an LED light just to kind of give those succulents a little more light during the day. But anyways, let's get to the video. I'm rambling on. Hope you guys enjoy.
So while we're watching the first part of me set up this tank, I just wanted to talk a little bit about my choice to go bioactive for my Leopard Gecko, as I know that just the idea of using loose substrate makes some people really mad. After setting up my Cresties tank, I got to thinking about my Leo's natural environment. We all know that animals are built for their natural environment, and so I just felt like she'd be happier on soil with real plants and the opportunity to burrow like she would in the wild, but it did take a lot of research. I researched for months before I actually decided to go ahead and do it, just because there's so many horror stories of sand impaction. Leopard geckos are from places like Iraq, Iran, Afghanistan, and India, from the semi-deserts and the grasslands there, which means that they ingest little bits of substrate all the time in the wild. As long as the husbandry and the animal's health are all in good condition, it makes it much easier for them to pass these small amounts of soil than if their temperatures are off or if they're not provided with the correct food items. Rest assured though, I take all of my animals to the vet regularly. Zaz, my bearded dragon, even had to have surgery, which was in no form related to impaction, but that's a whole different video. If I even get the slightest idea that Percy's health is being affected at all by this setup, she will immediately go to the vet and her entire setup will be changed. But anyways, I'm going to link some of my sources in the description, but keep in mind I researched this for months before deciding to do it. So please do your own research and ultimately do whatever you feel safest for your animal and will make them the safest and the happiest and make you feel the most secure. But anyways guys, thanks for letting me go ahead and get that out of the way. I just know that loose substrate is a more controversial topic in the world of leopard geckos, so I just wanted to address it and get it out of the way before the "why would you do this" comments came rolling in. So today is day 7 and it is basically completely dry. I put in a thin layer of Josh's Frogs ABG mix on Percy's humid side in order to hopefully trap in a little more moisture and also to provide a bit of fertilization for the succulents. into the tank, I just kind of strain them with water into a bowl, and then you lightly blow on the top of the bowl and the springtails just kind of leap into the tank. And this is the finished product. I am beyond happy with how it turned out, and Percy seems to be very happy. Just the few nights that she's been in there, she's been coming out every single night and digging and exploring and climbing, and it just makes me so happy to see how much happier she is already.
So that is it. Thank you so much for watching. This is a video that I was really nervous to make because there are different, very strong opinions on using different kinds of loose substrates for leopard geckos, and I don't like conflict. But as I said before, at the end of the day, I did a lot of research and I did what I felt was best for my leopard gecko and what I ultimately felt the most comfortable with. Because, you know, Percy was on tile because I was terrified of a loose substrate, but after the research, I felt better about it. I encourage you guys to do your own research, and if loose substrate isn't something you feel comfortable with, then don't do loose substrate. But in the end, we all just have the same common goal, and that's just to do what's best for our animals. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.